How's everybody doing? That noise you hear in the background, if you hear a noise in the background, it is my fan because I haven't turned the air conditioner on yet because I don't like air conditioned air. As long as I can get a warm breeze coming through, I'm happy. But anyway, um, I'm not, I'm not much of a football fan, but I've been following the Deion Sanders and his children. I'm gonna give people, a little time to come up here like I usually do. I give them a couple of minutes to come up here and, you know, listen to me because I'm not gonna be on here too long. I'm not going on today. I haven't been watching the news or reading nothing lately, so I'm gonna give it a little time. But how's the weather where everybody is? Because the weather here where I am in the Northeast is crazy. It was 80 degrees, and the next day it went down to like 42, windy and rain. I don't know what the heck is wrong with it. So, yep. Pretty soon I'll be able to show my nice teeth and my smile because I think I go tomorrow or either Wednesday for another session. I'm trying to get this stuff over as quick as possible because if I stay home, I ain't gonna want to go back. But I'm gonna do it. Yeah, so this is crazy. Give it another couple of minutes for everybody to come in, then I'll start talking. Usually people come in. Uh, I should have did it. I could schedule it for later tonight or later in the afternoon around noontime with everybody. I can listen. But anyway, it'll be up and anybody can see it who wants to see it. You'll be able to see. Anyway, what I was going to say, I might as well start now. People coming. Oh, somebody did come in. But yeah, so it's been 3 minutes, just about 3 minutes. So, yeah, you can see the head of it. Like I was getting ready to say, I'm not much of a football person. I have one son. Hello, young gang. I have one son, and he's not built to be a football player. Believe me, he's tall, skinny guy, more of a basketball player, more of the on the basketball player side. I don't have any brothers, so I never really got into football. My dad was into baseball because he grew up in that era with Jackie Robinson, Satchel Paige, all of Babe Ruth and all of them. So he was a baseball fan. But I watched the NFL draft because I've been following Deion Sanders and his children ever since they were young when they had the TV show on Oprah Winfrey's channel, Deion's Family Playbook. And I kind of watched those kids. I followed them and, watched them grow up and watched how Deion taught the kids. And Shador got into his little, he had his little things that most kids do, except he was a rich kid doing it. And I enjoyed the show and I enjoyed how Deion raised his children. I just enjoyed it in general. And so I watched the NFL draft, which I do mostly all the time. It's like the Super Bowl. I watch the Super Bowl basically for the halftime shows. Only thing I know about football is I know when they run from one end to the next and don't get caught, that's a touchdown. But I do know that there's more to it than 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 that. and I'm learning a little bit about it. Morning, Mr. Donnie. I know you at work. How you doing? Did you see that NFL thing? They did that boy. They did Shador dirty. They put him down to the fifth. And what about that defensive coach or whatever he is? His son played that game, played that, did that trick on Shador, and 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 did it and got caught. If you saw the video, the guy with the look like they recorded it, and I think the phone prank. They did the phone prank telling that boy that he had got picked in the third, fourth, or something like that. But I know it wasn't the fifth round. It wasn't true. Now the father is some defensive end in some kind of coach, and he claims the son went in. They claim that he went in the son went in the thing and got the number. But it's funny he only got Shador's. He could have played a prank on anybody, but he played it on Shador. And if you look at that video good, you will see the guy in the white shirt sitting off was the son, and he looked surprised as hell. Like his mouth was like, "Oh, you recording this?" Had they not recorded that, had they not recorded it, they they intended to make Shador look stupid. That's my estimation. They they intended to make that boy look stupid and doubt himself. They did all of that, and the father was in on it. He can't tell me he wasn't in on it. I believe the father was in on it, and nobody, and I mean nobody, could tell me that he wasn't. That's Georgia for you. This is Trump country. This is MAGA country now, and I don't put nothing past none of them white folks. None of them do I put past them. Because in Louisiana, I don't remember the young man's name, but he was driving and he caused a death, which is vehicular homicide, but they said reckless driving because he killed somebody. I think he might have killed one. They degraded that young man so much. He was supposed to be in the NFL draft this year. He went to a school, I think he went to LSU, Louisiana State University. But he was so upset, and they dogged him in the papers. They dogged him in social media. Oh, you going to jail for life. He facing life imprisonment. And the young man killed himself. He committed suicide. He couldn't take it. You know. So this is what these white people do. These newspapers do. And another boy who had did the same thing he did got probation. Did the same exact thing he did and killed somebody and got probation, and they were trying to give this boy, he was a black young man, trying to give him life imprisonment for killing people with a car. I've never heard of anybody getting life in prison for reckless driving, and never have I heard of them even being considered for life in prison. But that's what they do. This is Louisiana and stuff like that. So he killed himself. He committed suicide. I think they tried to break Shador down, and knowing that, wanted him to say, "Oh, I'm going to get you. I'm going to come and get you." But they handled it nicely. But the NFL showed its true colors to Deion Sanders and his sons, and it was so sad to me. It brought tears to my eyes when Deion said, "Lord, take this off of my sons, put it on me, please, please put it on me. I'll take it." That was terrible. I'm sorry, that's terrible. So anybody who comes on here, so I have a channel. It's called Things Worth Knowing, at BIGGIRL lowercase 72. My channel is Things Worth Knowing at BIGGIRL lower underscore 72. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do. If you like what you hear, and if you don't like what you hear, you're still welcome to stay. But yeah, the NFL did Shedeur so bad. They put him all the way down. I guess it was to the last round. I don't know, but he was the 144th pick, and he went to the Cleveland Browns, but that's okay. And it was nice the way he handled it. He took a negative and made a positive out of it. Now he got to go there and show them, and he's going to have hell. And I hate to say this, but the hell he's going to get is from the black brothers, too. He going to get hell from them, especially because I think one of the boys that he's going to be fighting for a permanent spot, because there's a older quarterback by the last name of Flacco, and they said he's older, and I think he's getting ready to retire when they find a good quarterback. His days about numbered. So it'll be between Shedeur and the other guys, and to see who's going to be the one, and that's going to cause attention. He got a target on his back already, all because his father is rich. He had a nil deal, which paid him more than what he's making in the NFL, which paid him $6.5 million. Yeah, he's flashy. He's 21. That's what these kids do. My son went through it too when he was 21. Now he ain't as flashy as he used to be. He don't even wear all that stuff again. It's just something the kids do. But getting back to that guy, that prank, that coach needs to be, whatever he is, he needs to be fired, because why would you leave that kind of information around? And T-Mobile made a private number that nobody ever had and gave it to Shedeur for that day. Gave it to Deion for Shedeur for that day. And he claims he got it off of his father's book. He went there and got it. He saw the iPad and he went in there. Evidently, he went in there and got the iPad and went through it and got Shedeur's name, because all the names in there, he want to prank Shedeur and tell him he got by the Saints, got drafted by the Saints, and the boy didn't even get drafted yet, you know. But Deion knew. He knew. He said it had to be somebody. It had to be somebody from the Falcons or somebody from one of the organizations, because only the coaches had that information. And I believe the father was on it. Nobody can make me say he wasn't on it, because I do believe the father was on it. And the father, they did it. And the boys that was with him, the boy that he got to talk to it, they recorded it, and the recording got out, and that's how he got caught. The father needs to be fired or fined or something, you know. But I'm sure Deion ain't making it public, but I'm sure he gonna talk to somebody about it. They don't like it, because Deion got a nice place in Texas. He bought a nice place for his family to gather when he goes home to Texas. And that place is nice. He got a basketball court, a football court, football field. He got a playground for his grandson. He got a pool. He got everything right there. You know, these white folks can't stand and can't stand to see black people have nothing. And we living in the age of MAGA and Trump, and this is, you know, they can't stand to see it, because if he had been drafted number one from what I read, he would have had he would have started off with a $50 million contract. Being in number one spot puts you up there. And I think they said he's going to get like 40 or 30 million signing with the Browns. So I mean that's still money, but why couldn't he get what he was deserved? He was supposed to be. Then what makes it so bad to me is they put Travis Hunter, I think that's his last name, who was with him, and and I think they put Jimmy Horn Jr. Anyway, they put, but Shador was the fifth pick, and they put him no with two number one draft picks and didn't put Shador. I wouldn't have posed for that picture. Nah, you won't exploit me like that. But I guess he did. Shador call himself doing the right thing. You know, anybody on here see this want to talk about it, they can feel free to talk about it. But I said it, the NFL has always been prejudiced. And that one owner, Jerry Jones, if this happened in 1957, I was I was a little girl, but I've seen this over and over and over again. My family was from the South, and they taught me black history. And there was a guy who was following one of the Little Rock Nine, and it turns out that that was Jerry Jones when he was a younger man and harassing one of the Little Rock Nine, and when they were spitting on her and pushing her in her back and stuff. And Jerry Jones, the owner, I don't know what club he owned because I'm not into football, but it was him. So the NFL, National Football League, has always been prejudiced, and they never thought that black young men had enough sense to be quarterbacks. You know, they are afraid. I think they're afraid that if they let too many blacks in important positions, it'll be like the NBA where blacks will dominate because blacks, they exceed when they try, they exceed, and that's the way the hockey league is too. They don't want too many blacks in that either. There's black guys that tried to do hockey, and they gave them hell. They were very prejudiced towards them. So I'm not going to be on here too long unless somebody has something. And like I was saying, if anybody who hears this would like to hear more from me, my channel is Things Worth Knowing at BIGGIRL_72 on YouTube. Feel free to subscribe. And if you don't want to subscribe, you're still welcome here. So with that, I'm going to end this live for the time, but I'm going to have more to say on it. Anybody want to comment, you can comment, leave your comment, and I'll get back to you. Have a good day, everybody. Bye, Donnie.